An opinion. So Dave Bamber playing only his second game for Hull City after his move from Stoke, and finds himself going into the referee's notebook. It'll be interesting to see what colour card comes out. I think it'll almost certainly be a yellow one, but referee Axel spending a long time talking to Bamber, and a yellow card it is. Strachan looks for Chapman. Chapman wins the header. The ball's loose. Kamara. Chance for him to become an instant hero there, and the shot stunned by Ian Hesford. And Vinnie Jones blunts the clearance there of Steve Terry. Marvellous atmosphere for this game. And again the crowd incensed. And Gareth Roberts peering over the top of Vinnie Jones, who was a much taller man than him. And Beglin had to work hard to get that header in there. And the crowd now venting their wrath on both David Bamber and referee David Axel. And I think Vinnie Jones thinks that that he's won the free kick, and I suspect he may well have conceded it. Well, Steve Terry wants to know, is it a throw or a free kick? Gareth Roberts throws it. A lot of feeling in this game, more than perhaps would exist in a Yorkshire derby. Leeds, of course, looking for a double. They won that at Boothbury by 1-0 back on September the 16th. A late goal from Ian Baird. Kamara. And Leeds win the throw. Good work by John Hendry. "17 minutes left. That's a terrific throw by Jones. Chapman wins the header. Jim Beglin. Verardi. Strachan. Steps inside Demange beautifully. Looks for the 1-2 with Hendry. Fairclough. The shooting chance. Charged down by Terry. Batty. Well, he was looking to spread the play, David Batty. He was doing the right thing. I think there must have been a little bit of spin on that ball, and it spun away from him. And United about to make a substitution. Jim Beglin, the man coming off. Chris O'Donnell will replace him. Very solid looking Chris O'Donnell. Came on a free from Ipswich Town. And this is the first look the Leeds fans have had at him. He's got 16 minutes, and he'll get a touch almost straight away. In fact, Haddock turning the ball straight back to Mervyn Day. Interesting to see if O'Donnell slots in at full-back, or in fact moves into a central defensive position, which is where he is at the moment, and Haddock has moved across. Jones takes the free kick quickly. John Hendry. And well played by Steve Doyle. Hull always struggling to get the ball away. Strachan, Verardi, Strachan, Hendry. Oh, and it just wouldn't sit down for him. And Leeds get the corner. And the crowd absolutely incensed by some of referee David Axel's decision making. They certainly were when he denied Leeds a penalty in front of the Kop some 4 or 5 minutes ago. In comes the cross. Jobson with the header. And Hull City clear their ranks in no uncertain terms. I think Andy Payton was perhaps expected to make the run for that one. Instead it's Haddock across. I don't know if he's playing left back, Haddock. He's in the wrong position at the moment. Vinnie Jones, nice ball to Kamara, who gives it away. O'Donnell, nice header. United stringing their passes together, and that's a chase for Verardi. Can't get round the whole man, but wins the free kick. Ironic cheers from the Kop. Strachan wants to take it quickly, but Jacobs won't let him. He's allowed to do so, of course, once the referee gives the signal. In it comes towards Chapman. Chapman the header. Fairclough. He needed to turn, Chris Fairclough. John Hendry looking to swing that one back over the top. Demange breaking clear. Good work from Haddock. That's another more loose work from Terry. But Kamara just couldn't chip that ball into the path of Ray Varadi. Well, there's hardly been a moment in this match when there hasn't been something happening. Been full of incidents, full of excitement. And 4 goals so far. And this time Batty catches Dave Bamber in the face. In fact, it's Demange. My apologies to him. Well, the kick a little high, but of course that could have, with Batty on the half turn, have been deemed a 50-50 ball. And the public address system in the background informing us that 29,977 are here today. A massive crowd indeed. The support once again there for Leeds, and they certainly won't want to drop a home point, or 2 of course it is nowadays, with 3 points being on offer. Indeed, both sides have gone from the win right from the off. Steve Terry with the free kick. Waiting for Ray Varadi to retreat the full 10 yards. Terry pumps the wall in. Jones wins the header. Doyle! And that's a goal! Well, would you believe it? Stephen Doyle has put one in this time. Well, what a game this is turning out to be. And Steve Doyle scores a remarkable goal for Hull City. And one would have to say it was of similar proportions to the one that Vinnie Jones scored himself in the first half for Leeds. So 3 goals to 2 for the visitors. And they'd be full of joy indeed if they could add Leeds United to their away scalps this season. So Leeds United really got their work cut out now. Kamara fouled. What a remarkable goal that was from Steve Doyle. Let's take nothing away from it. Terry with the free kick, Jones with the header out, and Doyle immediately responded. Jones wins the header. Jones wins the header again. Hull City just can't get the ball clear. John Hendry, just too high for Varadi. This time Hull City will clear their ranks. Good work by Billy Askew, finding Gareth Roberts, and Haddock across to cut out the pass intended for Andy Payton. Well, it's been a remarkable game of remarkable goals. And I would guess when you ask Vinnie Jones after the game if that was the best of his career, he'll certainly say yes. And I'll be amazed if Stephen Doyle says anything but that it was the best goal of his career. 3 goals to 2 to Hull City. Eleven minutes to go. Chapman the header. Doyle back, this time he's given the ball to Hendry. And is Hendry fouled this time? No, he gives Leeds a corner. In truth, I think the goalkeeper actually fell over Hendry. Hendry was already on his way down before Hesford joined the fray. But the Kop, of course, looking for a crumb of comfort from that situation. Vinnie Jones, the header on. Chapman missed the ball. Kamara, wide of the post. Is it another corner? Well, it certainly looked as though it took a deflection, that one. But all that will happen is that Hull City will get a much relieving dead ball kick. Kamara, the last Leeds player who got a touch. And still the incidents occur. Chapman the header on. Demange the ball through and 2 men offside. The Hull City strikers both caught this time. That perhaps one of the easier decisions that the officials have had to make. Chris O'Donnell with the free kick. Leeds pressing men forward. Terry with the header. Jacobs only as far as Kamara. Kamara does well, he had no room to work, gets the cross in. This time it's a flying header from Doyle. David Batty. O'Donnell. Very much on his own son back there was Chris O'Donnell. Probably did the right thing with Hull City streaming out from the back. David Batty. Towards Strachan, finds Hendry instead. Strachan inside the box. Can we find a little bit of magic? Ray Verardi missed his kick. Strachan again. Verardi scores! It's the debut goal for Verardi, and the incidents continue. Great play from Leeds. They're back in the game. 9 minutes from time. Ray Verardi marks his debut in the side with a goal, but certainly it was Gordon Strachan's influence there. Strachan twice fed the cross in, and on the second occasion it was Imre Verardi turning the ball in, and 3 apiece. What a remarkable derby match this is. Haddock with the throw. 8 minutes left. Strachan forward. Looks for Hendry. Terry wins the header. Steve Doyle pumps the ball up the line. Good work from Haddock. Read the situation perfectly. David Batty. Vinnie Jones. Nutmegged his man beautifully. Played the 1-2. Here's Verardi. Here's Jones. And Jobson was across. 7 minutes for either side at this stage to forge a winning goal. And you'd have to say that Leeds were the favourites to get it if the one was to come. Spectators, of course, and managers and players always have opinions about games, but in terms of entertainment, I think you'd have to go a long way to better this one. It's had a little bit of everything. Strachan and Bamba there, a disagreement. The linesman goes with the Hull man, and the Tigers have the throw. Gareth Roberts down the line. O'Donnell. Dimanjian Jones. Strachan. Roberts. A probing ball forward. Chris Fairclough had ground to cover there to beat Andy Payton to the ball. Mervyn Day. Well, there's been urgency about the work of both sides throughout this game, and there's even more urgency now. It's all to play for. Jobson this time doesn't make the clean header. Was Hendry fouled off the ball? Chapman wins the header. Hendry, a chance. Oh! And Verardi diving across to try and connect with that one. I think perhaps Hendry was shooting. Leeds are bringing Chapman off, they're bringing Hilaire on. And will this prove to be the winning substitution? Vince Hilaire, his first look at first team action this season. He's got just 6 minutes to make an impression. Well, quite frankly, the way things have gone in this game so far, it wouldn't amaze me if indeed Hilaire got straight into the action and scored the goal. I'll believe anything after this afternoon. 2 remarkable volleyed goals, 6 on view altogether, 2 penalties for the visitors. And what more than a Leeds win could we be asking for at the moment? Verardi. Jones plays the 1-2 with Verardi. Kamara. Hilaire, a first touch. Jones. Haddock running free on the left. He'll have to do some work to catch this one. He gets there. Peter Haddock had a storming game. Lovely cross from him. Kamara. Jobson. Hilaire. Askew working hard. Can't get on the right side. In fact, fouling Hilaire.